Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce Semantics video session 42. So in the previous session, we have learned how we can insert records to our Salesforce external developer org. And in this video, we will just kind of update a few records, okay? Update a few records of Salesforce external developer org of contact object, right? So now what I'm going to do is, firstly, let me quickly jump back to my data export. So this is my Salesforce external developer org. And as you can see here, there are a few levels which are left blank, right? As you can see properly over here, what I'm going to do is where let's say right level equal to null. Okay. Now let me click on export. As you can see, I have three records, right? Whose level is null. Now what I'm going to do is basically I will just ensure this level is mapped to tertiary. Okay. Let's do one thing here. Let me check out one thing. Do we have any tertiary? Okay, we have a few tertiary records, which is fine. I can see one record which is tertiary. Okay. So basically, there is this record as well as let me write one more SQL query where we will see the number of records which are tertiary because that's my plan. I will map it to tertiary where level is equal to tertiary. Okay. Let me just select this one where this will be where. Okay. Fine. Now, as you can see, there are one record which I have. Now, basically, I will update three blank records of, blank fields of level, okay? And I will map it as tertiary. Once that is done, we'll be able to see a total of four records over here. Fine. As well as if you can see here, there are total of 24 records. So basically, it will be just updated. So basically, this has nothing to do. So basically, it will remain 24. However, you won't see any blank records. Okay, so that's what I have done. Once I execute this after the engine runs successfully, you won't see any blank field. Okay, for the field level there will not be any blank records. So what I'm going to do is I will go to my recipe and let me open the session 6 and let's see what is there. Okay, this actually ran with error. Let me check session 5. Okay, that's a different thing. Let me build a new recipe. Okay, so over here what I will do is firstly I will take my external objects. Okay, from external object what I'm going to do is I will just take uh, this particular contact which is coming from external out, and here what I will do is because it's all about insert, I will just take the level. Now unfortunately I don't have the level field, so basically I need to add in my sync first of all. So let me take this contact and let me add level as well as yeah. So let me add level as well as let me also add lead source. Okay, maybe for future purpose I may need it, and let me click on save. So these two fields were not there from my external contact object and it's taking some time. Okay, this got added and now I think there's a filter over here. Let's see what is that filter, because if I don't pull in all the records that will also be an issue. Hmm. Okay, I have one filter over here, right? Uh, department equal to finance and lead source equal to this. Okay, so let's do one thing here only. Let me map it as null. Okay, what will happen by default? Only the null records will then come in for me. Let me add a data sync filter over here directly. Let me click on done and let me click on save. Okay, me check very quickly how I used to put ID not equal to null or ID equal to null, just to ensure there's no syntax error. ID not equal to null. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, ID equal to null is fine. So by adding a data sync filter, I don't have to worry about adding the sync filter, filter in my data layer. Okay, so let me write here null. I think both works in the same way, which is fine. Let me click on save. And let me run this sync. Okay, fine. One is running as of now. Let's monitor this. So as you can see, this one ran successfully. Now what I'm going to do is, in this new recipe, first of all, I will just take my Salesforce external connector. I will select contact. And here I'm already interested in level because this is the field I need to update. Okay. And after that, I will just add a transform node. So of course, as I told you, this will be a separate session where I'll be explaining what is the whole purpose of this transform node and everything. But for this video purpose, just know this part, that we are going to add a new derived field. Okay, that is the field which will only be present in Salesforce instances. It won't be created in Salesforce org. Okay, so here let me very quickly write. That's fine. It's level. Okay. Uh, okay. Let me write over here, or let me write something like new level. Okay, new level, and also here let me write new level. Okay, the output type will be text, which is fine. Okay, new level, and here let me just write, or I have a better idea. What I can do is, you know I think from my internal org also I don't have any level. Okay, from my internal org I don't have any level of tertiary, which is fine. So let me just write over here tertiary. Okay, so just let me write properly here tertiary. Okay. Oh, tertiary, yeah. Okay, that's fine. I have given a new level over here, uh text, which is fine. Let me click on apply. And what I'm going to do is, after this, right? So after this, I will just drop this field. So there's an option called drop column, where you get to decide like which are the columns you want to drop. Okay, which kind of field you want to drop. So I think I will drop this level, which is not needed, which is fine. And now I will go for output connection, where I will go to this output thing. This will be Salesforce developer org, and here I will be updating the records, right? I'm updating the contact records here, and here let me select contact, and this new level, let me search with level over here. Yeah, this will be the level. Let me click on apply, and let me write the appropriate name. So here let me write adding derived fields and dropping level field. Okay, adding derived field and dropping level field. Okay, give some appropriate name, that's fine. And here let me write updating Salesforce external contact records. Okay, let me click on apply. So I will be updating Salesforce contact records. I have just added this field called tertiary, and it will automatically get mapped over here. Okay, so see, from contact I am anyhow pulling all the null values. Okay, so I'm pulling all the null values, and what I'm doing is this particular null value will get added over here. I will be updating, okay, this null value with those particular level. Fine. Okay. So now what I will do is I will just click on save and run. Okay. And let me check out what should be the name of this. We will write free session 8. Okay. That's fine. Let me very quickly write here. Free session 8. Let me click on save. And yeah, let's kind of now monitor this. Yeah, let's monitor this. Okay guys, as you can see over here, this recipe ran with a failure. So it's saying, let's read this failing message, what it's saying. It's saying ID not specified. So whenever you're updating records, you have to actually take the ID part also into consideration. So in that case, what we are going to do is we will again come back to this recipe, and here I will just add the ID part. Okay. So when you're updating records, always remember you have to take the ID, because the ID part has to be taken into consideration. Otherwise, how will the output connector realize like which record needs to get updated, right? Because you are not inserting it, you are updating specific records, and definitely ID plays a role over there. So I have to take this ID, okay, because ID is the only thing which differentiates each records, right? In Salesforce, we already know that. And finally here, I just need to map the ID. Okay, let me map the ID. Let me click on apply. Fine. Now, definitely it should run successfully. Definitely let us check right now. Okay, so I will go to my data monitor once again. And here once again, let's monitor this, which is fine. Okay, friends, as you can see, now this recipe ran successfully, and currently there were some level equal to null, right? Now if I export, it will be shown as blank, that is no data exported, because right now I don't have any level equal to that one. And for tertiary, currently, of course, you see only one record, but right now you should be able to see 4 records. Because I think there were 3 records, right, which were null. So as you can see, there are 4 records which you see right now. Okay, and this will remain 24 because we have updated records, we have not inserted any records, so that's fine. But what you clearly see is there is no level with null value right now. Okay, so that's the whole thing. So just remember, whenever you're updating anything, definitely in update, the ID plays an important role in Salesforce. Of course, ID is the unique uh, field which differentiates each records in Salesforce. So that's why that has to be put here. And if you're working with any other database, you have to ensure what is that field which actually is the unique identifier which differentiates other records. Okay, so that's how we have updated the contact records in our external Salesforce developer. And here probably we can write something like external contact. Okay, sorry, external contact, something like this will be fine. And let me just save it right now, because if I click on save and then again things will get updated, which is not required, which doesn't make sense as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it about this video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all.